Teensy tiny little fire in the hole. Let me get my cold smoking rig warmed up and we'll smoke some bacon. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome once again to my backyard. What I got for you today is, for me, a dream come true. This is a pork belly, about 1.5 pound piece of pork belly, and you can see this is the meatiest pork belly I've ever seen in my whole life. But if you look right here, you see what that is? That is bacon. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to make some bacon, and we're going to cure it the old-fashioned way and cold smoke it in the pit barrel. So let me show you how we do that. So we're doing the old-fashioned cure for pork belly for bacon, and we're using no preservatives, no prog powder, none of that stuff. What I got here is a cup of dark brown sugar. I'm going to throw that in there. Got a cup of kosher salt, and throw that in there, and a cup of 100% pure maple syrup. Let me show you. This is the bottle of maple syrup. It says right on it, 100% pure maple syrup. If you're going to do this, don't cheap out and get some Mrs. Butterworth or something like that. It won't work. You got to use 100% pure maple syrup. So what we're going to do now is mix that up in the bowl here. We're going to make a kind of a paste out of these 3 ingredients. Very simple. Couldn't be any simpler. Going to mix up that kosher salt, dark brown sugar, and 100% pure maple bacon. Maple syrup for the maple pork belly bacon that I'm cooking. We're going to cold smoke this. Now let me tell you the bad news. We're going to rub this on the pork belly and get it in a Ziploc bag. And I'll show you. I'll do that for you. Let me just get it mixed up. Okay, that's good enough. Let me get my pork belly back over here. I'm going to rub this on the pork belly, like so. Rub it. Look at that's the most meaty pork belly I've ever seen. It's got more meat than fat. Going to rub it down real good with that mixture. Both sides, all the edges, everywhere we can go with that kosher salt, maple syrup, and brown sugar. Got to get on the other side too. Even the skin side of him. That's the skin side. I'm not sure what the point of doing that skin side is, but I guess that's what you got to do. Anyway, we're going to rub him down like that. Oh, it looks good enough to eat already, doesn't it? I'll bet you Aaron's mouth is watering right now. He's thinking about that bacon. Look at the meat on that thing. Man, that's going to be the meatiest bacon you've ever seen in your whole life, Aaron. Wait till you see this. And I better get the Reddit Bacon Award next year too for this. This is a lot of work. Anyway, I got to get that in a Ziploc bag, and it's got to go in the refrigerator for a whole week. It's going to be the longest week of my life. But after a week, we'll get it out of there, we'll hang it in the pit barrel and cold smoke it. So stay tuned. My pork belly has been in the brine in the refrigerator for 7 whole days, and then I put it on this drying rack to dry out for another whole day, and now it's finally time to smoke it. So let me get it down in the pit barrel and I'll show you what that looks like, so stay tuned. The pork belly is in the pit barrel. I got the cold smoke generator starting to smoke a little bit of applewood smoke. Slowly but surely it's coming up there. There's nothing to do now but wait. We got a minimum of 3 hours, and I think I'm going to let it go for about 6 hours, and then we'll slice it up and make some bacon. So stay tuned. I cut my pork belly into strips. I'm going to throw them in a frying pan, get them cooking. I'm going to make an awesome bacon, lettuce, and tomato sandwich with my homemade bacon. And this bacon looks more like pork than bacon, but it does resemble bacon somewhat. Get that cooking. those strips of smoked bacon. Can you hear them sizzling? Can you hear them sizzling in the pan? What do you think about that? Smoked American pork belly bacon. Look at that. It almost looks like Canadian bacon. Not much fat on this, I'll tell you. It cooks up kind of like pork. It's almost going to be like a pork sandwich. Let me get some, oh yeah. That's looking good right there. Let me tell you what. Let me get some bread and some other stuff. We'll make a sandwich. Stay tuned. I got some sourdough bread. I'm going to smear some mayonnaise on there. On that bread. Mayonnaise on both sides of the bread. So I like mayonnaise. We got some butter lettuce. We're going to go down with some butter lettuce. It's going to make an awesome BLT right here. It's more like a pork belly sandwich, but we got a couple of tomatoes and our smoked pork bacon. It's not really bacon, it's more like pork belly because it didn't have any fat, had very little fat. I'm going to throw down with some pieces of that on there. Oh man, I can't wait to bite into this. Let me close that up. Oh yeah, that's a thumbnail right there, don't you think? Let me close up on that and take a shot. I got my BLT going. I'm gonna rock a Dos Equis today. Dos Equis, the one I didn't drink last week. Dos Equis Amber. Nothing special about this, just good beer. A nice amber ale to go with my, it's really a pork belly sandwich. I really can't call it bacon. It's bacon in a way, but it's more like pork. Let me just take a sniff of that. Smells great. Dos Equis, can't be beat. Delicious. Let me get a bite of this awesome goodness. It's more like a pork belly sandwich. And I'm speechless. That is so good. Wow. It really doesn't look like bacon, does it? You can taste the maple syrup, the maple flavor, and the sugar. It's sweet. It's excellent. So I made my own bacon. What do you think? I can't stop eating it. Anyway, it took a week and a day, a little bit of doing, but we got it done. That's my video, babies. I hope you enjoyed it, watching me make bacon. I hope that Aaron gives me the award next year for Reddit for bacon videos. And I wish y'all could have some of this. This is awesome pork belly bacon. It's awesome. Anyway, you know what I always say. Please subscribe. If you don't like to subscribe to me, go up here and check out Meathead. He just made bacon the hard way. He made it with salt liqueur. That is so good. And anyway, this is my old-fashioned bacon. Come back next week. We may not cook anything good, but we will drink a beer. Dos Equis Amber is excellent. Maybe not as good as the Modelo, but very good beer. My pork belly / bacon sandwich is rocking. That's a winner right there. Thanks for watching, babies. See you next week.